We're using a new textbook for non-majors biology, and that textbook gives you access to MindTap, which is the program that you're going to use to complete the majority of your lecture coursework. If you buy a textbook new from the bookstore, it's going to come bundled with an access code to get you into MindTap. If you purchase a used textbook, you're going to need to purchase an access code from the company that actually supplies you, and that's Cengage Publishing that gets you MindTap access. To get into MindTap, you're going to click on the Assignments button within the lecture portion of the class in Blackboard, then click on MindTap, and when you do that, it takes you to a page that is specific for our course. If you've never used MindTap, follow the New Student side. That's where you're going to need an access code to get into the rest of it. If you're a returning student, that means you might have used MindTap for a previous course or some other Cengage product like in a nutrition class. You can use the same email address and password to get in, but again, you're still going to need an access code to actually get into MindTap for our book. MindTap, when you get in for the first time, looks like this. You're going to start at the top and work your way down. All of these things open up and they correspond to chapters from the textbook. Clicking on Chapter 1, it shows you how I've tried to set up every chapter. There's always going to be something at the top that you can do if you want to. It's labeled practice. That doesn't count towards your grade, but you can do it if you think it's going to help you out in the course. The reading corresponds to the chapters that are actually in the textbook. What I like about this is it's an e-version of the textbook. They've embedded videos within the text to help you with some of the more difficult concepts. It can read the textbook to you if you want it to. You can take notes in your e-text, and you can highlight sections and then just pull up the sections that you've highlighted later if you want to. So the e-version gives you a wonderful set of tools that just a paper textbook doesn't give you. Once you've done the reading, then you're ready for the part of the course that is graded, and it's always going to be called an Applia assignment, and it shows you in orange that it counts towards your grade. When you click on Applia, it's going to pull up a set of basically portions of a quiz that you're going to have to do, and each one is labeled as a specific section. When you do these, sometimes it's a straight up multiple choice quiz that you might be used to. Other times it looks a little bit different, and sometimes it's tables that you have to fill in, sometimes it's readings and then you have to fill in some blanks. For example, in this one, these things that are checked off, those were blank, and you had to fill them in with the correct word out of this drop-down box. This one down here, it has a blank. If you don't fill it in, you get it wrong. So you click on it and you fill it in with what you think is supposed to be the correct answer, and it'll tell you if you're right or wrong. Once you've done everything on one page, there's blue buttons at the bottom. One says try another version. You get 3 versions that you can try, and it's going to grade the best version that you do. If you get everything right, you can just click on continue, and then you just keep continuing through the whole Applia assignment. Once you're done with the Applia assignment, there's going to be a picture or a button up at the top. I actually need to go back to the Applia to show you. It says I'm done, something like I want to grade this assignment now. Hopefully it'll pull up here in just a second. Yeah, I'm done, grade the assignment now. Once you've done that, you can't go back in and edit anything. It sends it to me so that I can see what your grade is on a particular assignment. So all of the assignment grades are going to come from here in Applia. The only thing that you're not going to do in MindTap is the final exam. And we're going to do that in Blackboard, and I'll explain that more as we get a little bit closer to it. If you have any problems with MindTap, please let me know. This is our first semester to use it, and so it's going to probably have some quirks in it that we might not be familiar with, but I will work with you if anything does go wrong. Good luck.